Effective immediately, the Joe Budden podcast will be bringing 2 additional bonus episodes to Patreon.
Joe Budden just announced he's bringing his podcast to Patreon. He's doing live show pre-sales, bonus episodes of the podcast just for his members, a members-only community, and a bunch of other cool stuff for his fans. Here's what happened. Joe had a deal with Spotify to distribute his podcast, but in September of last year, he announced that he was leaving that deal and leaving Spotify.
September 23rd, new episodes of this podcast will no longer be available on Spotify exclusively.
And essentially what happened was he and Spotify couldn't come to an agreement about how much the show was worth.
Fam, the guard is changing and creators have the leverage. And if y'all not going to treat us accordingly, then we're going to go and make our own decisions and do our own thing.
In Joe's words,
everybody's not looking to feed the soil. Some are just looking to take the fruit.
And this is indicative of a larger problem. This isn't just one deal. This isn't just Spotify. This is about tech companies paying creators the minimum amount that they can get away with instead of what creators are actually worth in the world. Creators are uploading billions of hours of stories and photography and music and videos and creativity and energy to these platforms, and they're getting paid a fraction of what they're worth.
And some of these platforms is going to have to get used to a whole community of people upping and leaving. Or you're just going to have to acknowledge who exactly is raising the market share around certain places.
So when Patreon read the news about Joe and his podcast, our team called him up. This story is all too familiar to us. I ended up spending an hour on the phone with Joe. And what I learned was Joe comes from hip hop and Def Jam, and I come from YouTube and indie rock. But we were telling each other the same fucking stories. We were telling each other the core of this experience of making something that resonates with millions of people and then getting undervalued by the platforms that we're using to distribute our work.
Don't ask me why Patreon is happening now. Go check your payouts on your streams.
So not only is Joe bringing his podcast and the Joe Budden Network to Patreon, but we also made him an advisor. We gave him equity, stock in the company itself.
I want to celebrate this because it is huge. It is huge.
We want to partner more tightly with Joe to help us close the gap between what creators are worth and what they're paid. Joe's going to help us think through that problem, brainstorm that problem, and he's also going to help us shout it from the rooftops when we've got announcements about our progress.
For so long, I've been dying to come in here and talk to the podcast community about all the different steps you have to navigate to kind of land in the right place. All the no's that have to come before you get the yes.
So that's it. The Joe Budden Network is coming to Patreon. Joe is an official advisor to the company as head of creator equity. We're going to partner together to fix the financial engine room of the web for creative people. So welcome to Patreon, Joe.